Hey guys, so I've had a few people ask for a garage gym tour. I've also had some people ask for suggestions on putting their garage gym together. So I'm gonna give you guys the grand tour today of my garage gym. Something I'm really proud of. I've wanted a garage gym since I could remember, and definitely was something that was a huge priority when we bought our house, was having a garage. So, to start off, I have a Westside Barbell athletic platform, also known as a belt squat. I wouldn't say that this is something that you'll see in many garage gyms. It's definitely, a very expensive piece of equipment. But if you can get one and you train athletes maybe in your gym, definitely a great piece of equipment to have. The amount of uses with this thing is just endless. I mean, you can do, the obvious, you can do belt squats, box squats, you can do deadlifts. It's got an adjustable rack, so you can do deadlifts, cleans from multiple heights, and a lot of different types of glute exercises. I actually attach some handles to the cable and I do some rows, some curls, as well as some neck exercises. So the amount of uses with this thing are endless, but it is a pretty expensive piece of equipment. So really lucky. I'm super pumped to be able to have this in my gym. And moving forward, I have a bunch of other things from Westside Barbell. A leg curl, which you can find these at any commercial gym. This one's obviously a little bit different. It doesn't have plates attached to it, but great piece of equipment to do some unilateral work. In the corner, I have kind of just some miscellaneous things. I got some boxes, a soft box from Elite Fitness, an AirX pad, and then an adjustable box for box squats. And then I have my belts. Like I said, some miscellaneous stuff, some straps for hanging leg raises, a rope, some handles. I got this fat grip handle from South Carolina Barbell. I attach it to the belt squat. You can put it over your bar, do pull-ups with it. A lot of different uses with that. I use it also with my landmine for landmine rows. So that's a really cool thing to have. And then, again, more miscellaneous stuff. I got a speed ladder. Obviously, this is a garage. I don't have space to do speed ladder work, but it's there if I need it, if I want to bring it outside in my driveway in the summer. So in the corner, I have a couple different slam balls. I have a 100-pound D ball, which obviously you're not going to be slamming that, but it's good to flip over the shoulder. Probably not a piece of equipment that I would purchase again. Very expensive, and I probably only use it maybe a few times a month. So if you're able to get one maybe used, I'd say go for it, but I definitely wouldn't buy one of those new. And then a few different slam balls, a 40-pound, a 20-pound, obviously a physio ball, do a lot of stir the pots. And then an assortment of kettlebells. I got a 106-pound kettlebell from Again Faster when they were having their huge blowout sale. I think I paid like $50 for that thing, which is obviously a crazy deal. And dumbbells. Okay, so I have an assortment of dumbbells, a lot of which I've got from Walmart. I got that rack from Walmart. Very inexpensive, very easy to add to your garage gym for not a whole lot of money. And then I got those 100-pound dumbbells from Again Faster. Again, that was kind of something I had to grab because they were very cheap, and when else am I probably going to buy 100-pound dumbbells? Not likely. So whole assortment of dumbbells, and then an assortment of bars. All right, so with the conjugate system, we use a ton of different bars. I mean, variation is key with training, and if you just get kind of pigeonholed into using a straight bar all the time, you're really only going to go so far with that. So I'm a huge believer in having different bars. It's not something that's vitally important. I feel like if you're building a garage gym, it's something that you can kind of add as you go and not have to really purchase all at once. And I think that's like really one of the greatest things with the garage gym is that you don't need to purchase everything at once. You can kind of, collect things as you go. So I have an easy bar, some farmer's handles, a fat bar, a football bar, a log, and then a training bar, as well as a baby bar. So hopefully at some point my daughter will be using that. And actually one of our members from our old gym bought that for us when we had our daughter. And then more bars over here. So I got a Bow bar, a PVC, and then an Eleiko bar, which I've had since I think 2011. I bought used. A bamboo bar, which if you haven't used one and you have an opportunity to, it's an awesome bar. It's totally different. It's very unstable and completely different stimulus, especially when you're doing hypertrophy work. And then this other barbell here is a little bit fatter than a normal barbell, and then that's a ladies bar. And then on the floor, ran out of room, I have a safety squat bar and a cambered bar. And again, I've kind of accumulated those over the years, so it's not something I got all at once. And then another bar that I just leave in the belt squat when I do deadlifts, cleans. That's just a standard. It's again faster, men's bar. And then, so this rack, this is an Elite Fitness System rack, and I bought this in 07 used from a facility that was going out of business. I started kind of collecting equipment back then, and I didn't have a garage back then, but my parents were nice enough to let me store a lot of this stuff in their garage. So it's an Elite Fitness System 3x3 rack. What I've done is I actually moved the bar because this garage is actually only 90 inches, about 91 inches in height. So I didn't have room to do pull-ups. So I took the bar off, I drilled new holes, and I moved it. Most likely the next house that we live in will have a higher garage, so I can do, attach rings and do other things. But for now, I moved my pull-up bar so I can do pull-ups still. And this is a great rack. You can do a ton of different things with this. It's got bands set up. It's got, obviously multiple pin heights, and it's got storage for my chains. And then behind there, I have just a kind of a assortment of things, some boards for board presses, a pad for doing glute bridges, a shoulder saver pad, dip bar, dip attachment that go on this rack. Like I said, just kind of a assortment of things. Set of rings. Those grapple grips are for pull-ups. They're really, really fat. I got those, I think, in 07 as well. I use those from time to time. I'm a big believer in grip training. And then for storage of your weights, the rack also has that, which again, when you're in a garage, saving space, I feel is probably, just as important as anything else. So if you can get a rack that has plate storage on, I would definitely recommend it. This rack also has an attachment, a pad for doing rear foot elevated split squats. And then I have another area for storage. So I have an assortment of bands, belts, jump ropes, just a bunch of different stuff that I use on the regular. And not to forget my platform. So this is a Rogue Fitness System, Rogue Fitness, not Rogue Fitness System platform. And it's got band attachments. And believe it or not, I do snatches in here with bands. For me, I'm only 5'9", so it works. But for anyone else, would probably have issues. I still go overhead in here. I don't have any issues with that as well. But mostly I do sumo deadlifts, conventional deadlifts, cleans from time to time, and then right conveniently beside it is a whole set of bumper plates. And I have some elephant blocks, which I've had for a while, a Rogue sandbag, which is very heavy, an assortment of mats that I cut out. And this floor, these are horse stall mats. They're about 37 bucks a piece. I have 12 of them in here. 12 of them on this side, and then I have another about 5 on the other side of the gym. And then I have a reverse hyper, Westside Barbell reverse hyper. I don't have to go into any explanation on that. I'm sure you guys know how great having a reverse hyper is. A hip ab developer from Westside Barbell, another piece of equipment that I absolutely love. I used to use it with my clients quite a bit, and it's just a great piece of equipment. And then in the corner, my cyclical pieces of equipment, an assault bike, a rower. You can see the rower barely fits. And I do have an electric heater because we are in New England, it gets cold. And that's about it. More importantly, I have a wall mount vacuum because I do have OCD, so I like to keep my things very neat and clean, as you can see. And there's still room for my wife's Jeep, so always good. And believe it or not, I ran out of room, so I had to put one of my pieces of equipment on the other side of the garage. So I have a standing calf raise I bought from a friend of mine. It's from Elite Fitness System. He was basically giving it away, so I couldn't refuse it. But I will say that my wife has definitely been on me to not buy any more equipment, which I can obviously understand. where she's coming from. So anyways, that's it. I have also an adjustable bench from Elite Fitness System. It's obviously you can put it on different inclines, and great piece of equipment to have. But if you are building a garage gym, like I said, I would start kind of with the basics. Get yourself some horse stall mats for your floor, a couple kettlebells, a few sets of dumbbells, a couple bars, and someplace maybe you can even get a standing rack. I like the yoke from Rogue Fitness because it doubles as a rack, so you can use it as with your yoke work, but you can also use it as a rack. So anything that can save space is going to be definitely in your best interest. But as I said, you can start with the basic things and then just kind of build as you go. I mean, definitely not something you have to get all at once. And yeah, so that's my gym. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have questions, feel free to comment below. Thanks, guys.